speaking. Eh, I don't. Okay. I'm still seeing the oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I see the countdown now. Yeah. Eh, I don't oh, the delay. Holy moly. Okay. Such a delay. I
I'm
like
still seeing
how
the
the
oh,
very first
okay.
audio was me going speaking.
Okay, I see the countdown now. Yeah.
I don't oh, the delay. Holy moly. Okay. Yay! Yeah, it's more than a couple of seconds. It's like a good it's a good amount of time. Typical. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't know if you've looked at your phone lately, but I was spamming you so hard. Serafin, 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 Serafin! Ah! 3 minutes! Some people say they cannot hear me, or can they only hear me? Wait. Um, I can't hear for oh, oh. Gamma. You can't. Oh, they can't hear me or you. I mean,
Okay, how about now? Can
that's
you guys
funny.
hear me now? Can you guys? Can everybody hear me?
Give
Are,
them a minute.
yeah, give it a
They
second.
can. You're apparently.
Yeah, I hadn't turned my mic on. Is what was going on. So they could hear you speaking to me,
Meow.
but they couldn't hear everything else going on.
That's funny. Yeah, I was just talking to myself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So for everyone, yeah, there I am. Okay, I see. 42 said there I am. All right. So I want to apologize again. It's a miracle that I'm here on time, and by on time I mean streaming, not with my microphone working and everything, because I got distracted in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is that's my bad.
On brand. On
That's
brand.
that's on brand for me. I was playing against an archetype that I'd never seen before, so I was super in the zone. And then I looked down at my watch, and it was like 5:45, and I was like, I scheduled this for 6:30, right? And then I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, no. So I had to run back and make sure that everything was all good. And now here we are. Thank you
Yeah.
to
If you.
everyone.
Oh my God. I was freaking out. I was like,
Yeah, she
ah!
she was spamming me with like and
I left you some choice voicemails.
some choice expletives. And like the thing is, I always keep my phone on silent because somehow telemarketers got a hold of it. So
Well,
uh,
that makes you miss important calls.
it does. It does. And in my defense, my phone is usually sitting in front of me, so whenever it rings, I can see it light up. In this particular
Um,
case, it was in my pocket, so I did not. So let me go ahead and thank all the participants in the chat right now. I see Cat Lionheart. I see Creepy Clown Girl, Gamma, Helix 4416, PA Nightmares, and 242. Thank you guys for showing up. we are gonna be. You should have said kept you waiting, huh? Yeah, I probably. So we're gonna be doing something really fun today, and I see that you guys can see my Discord icon down at the bottom, so you can probably see that Fearsome has left me 4 messages.
Mm. Is it
So
only 4?
it says
That's on this. Yes, that. No.
well you
No. 3, but still. But on your actual phone, there are way more. Because I was like, okay, he's not on Discord, so
yeah,
let me spam his
clearly
phone.
I was not paying attention. Yes, I apologize. It's my bad. You know, I should pay more attention. I do not.
Mm, It's okay. We'll forgive you this time, but not next time.
Oh,
Never again.
I did not almost miss you, 42. You were just at the bottom of the list whenever I clicked on participants. So today we're going to be doing something really fun here. Uh, what won out on whenever I put up the survey for what I should do for the 300 sub special was a live drawing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys involved by drawing, but you guys are going to give me suggestions as I go. So, I kind of figured that this would be a great way to get you guys involved, you know, to really make it about y'all because honestly, I've reached this milestone because of all of you. So I'm really, really grateful, and I want to do something that lets us all have fun together. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start the drawing, and you guys are gonna kind of go along and give me suggestions. And Fearsome, since my monitor that's looking at my YouTube window is the farthest from me, and I can barely read what you guys are saying, is gonna read some of the suggestions that catch her eye, and I'm gonna apply them to whatever it is I'm drawing at the time. So,
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Sorry, I zoned out for a minute because I'm I'm retweeting the thingamabob.
Oh crap! Whoops.
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
Goes to show you
Okay.
how I'm an adult. I swear. I have my act together and
No,
everything.
you're not. You're not though.
uh,
Kidding you.
you,
You're fine.
you got that. You got that with hard work, brother. Serafin says Gamma, and I thank you for that. And I do try really, really hard. So it's a group effort, I would say, because hard work is definitely something that you got to put into it for sure. But there's also like this X factor of the people that you come across and the friendships that you build and everything like that. And like I said, like I honestly do feel that my hard work was a small part of it, but it honestly couldn't have gotten me to this point if it hadn't been for everyone else just tuning in every week to see what I'm up to.
Yeah.
So thank you all for that. And so today, let's get this 300 sub special started. And let's start by asking, what should the bard draw? What would you guys like to see?
Okay, I have tweeted the thing, the tweet on the Bird app.
Thank you.
Everyone else go retweet it, or do.
42 says there are no adults anymore. And like my back begs to disagree.
My body is my body feels like a very old adult.
So
Gamma said Yu-Gi-Oh, and why a cat?
Yu-Gi-Oh, a cat, bard riding Blue Eyes White Dragon. All right.
Bard riding a cat.
Here, so PA's got to go for now. Thank you for stopping by, PA. Appreciate you every time, I swear. We will get together and do more work together in the future. I feel like these past couple of days I've been meaning to reach out to people and be like, I need to do something other than reading the Audible book. I'm so tired. So let's see. I like how everybody says, different things here. So we got Yu-Gi-Oh, a cat, Bard riding Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think I can actually
Oh,
combine all of those into one
42
drawing.
said, do what Kat said.
Oh, great. So we're gonna start here, and let me see if you. There is a huge delay, so like
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at the YouTube window, trying to kind of like see what you guys can see, and it's always just a few
Ooh, here's a good one.
couple of seconds behind.
A
So
new card, Bard of the Blue Eyes.
that's basically what I'm going to be doing here. So uh, I am going to eyeball this a lot. There is steps I take to make things, more accurate and more proportional, and make sure that I have the right proportions of everything. But if we were to do that, you guys would be sitting here watching me like obsessively erase for the next hour and a half. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eyeball a lot of this, so that way, because honestly, art is entertaining to watch, the process and all that, for maybe like 10 minutes. After that, you guys would be like, oh my gosh, it's just this on repeat, isn't it? And I'd be like, yes, exactly. So this is why this now you guys can understand why I'm such a slow artist. It's not that, it's not that I'm trying really hard. It's just that the process is very, very long. So what we have here is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, or like my quick rendition of it. And by the way, I will be, this stream will largely be a sketch. And after I'm done with the sketch, I'm gonna kind of like finesse it up, make it look a lot more good, and I'll post it on Twitter after it's all done, so that way you guys have like a finished version of what it is that you guys asked for. Which I'm happy that you guys asked for some Yu-Gi-Oh content, because I was like, I'm in the appropriate zone for it right now, because like I
So,
said, I was almost late because of being in the middle of a duel.
because of, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just feeding you your addiction. So Kat said, you should see my wife nodding her head in approval of the idea of you riding a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, as you guys know, is my favorite card. I always say it's Elemental Hero Neos, but like immediately afterwards, I'm like, no, it's Blue Eyes White Dragon. We all know it is. And this is like a really funky rendition of him, because I don't remember exactly what his eye looks like. I'm gonna have to like Google up some
Well, that seems
some
important,
some
but okay.
I think that he has like a nostril there. All right, and then I know that his body is kind of diamond shaped, so we're gonna like do his neck real quick, and then we're gonna kind of start doing his body. And
it, wait, okay, sorry, the delay was weird. Okay.
So
Yeah. Gamma says, hey, you were playing it, you might as well draw it.
Who says that?
Gamma.
Oh yeah, well this is
I
true.
mean, why not? Why not, right?
So this will be the brand new world premiere card, Bard of the Blue Eyes. And
Excellent taste, says Kat.
Yeah. And we're just gonna make it like as fancy as possible, because if this is gonna be a Bard card, then it has to do everything. It has to negate opponents' card effects. It has to, give attack boosts. It has to, it has to do it all. So now that we've got our basic Blue Eyes White Dragon frame here, we're gonna close up, and
Gamma says you should draw it against the archetype you were against in your game. I mean, what?
Maybe I should. The problem with that is that here's the thing. Like, I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time. Like, I was into it really big from the Duel Monsters era all the way until the 5Ds era, which is when Synchro Monsters first came out. And the problem with that is that I didn't get back into it until the Brains era. So there was a long period of time where I don't know what any of the cards are. And this was my first exposure to the archetype Cleforts, and I have no clue what they are. Like, I was
Yeah.
looking at the card art thinking to myself, like, what is it? They look like spaceships, but I don't know. So,
Wait, 42 says, I will say Yu-Gi-Oh does have some, or has some good art. Gamma says, yes, the nostril goes there.
all right,
Good
but
job on the nostril there.
thank you. But here's what I'm doing. I'm adding some extra details on the Blue Eyes White Dragon that he doesn't normally have, and I'm doing it because 242 requested a cat, so Blue Eyes White Dragon will have kitty ears.
Will he also have a bow tie? Because you said bard card, and fans. I don't know. I just really like things with bow ties on.
Okay, yeah, we could do some stuff with some bow ties on. I don't see why not. I'm giving him like the little tufts of fur in his ears. Blue eyes white kitten.
42 says, I'm watching his Discord message number go up and laughing my butt off.
It's just a lucky thing that I got.
Thank you for the great idea.
That I remembered to close the problematic tabs. I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't let the world know my search history. So, because I was in such a hurry, I was like, oh no, I'm late. This is my bad.
Okay, what is cat? This is a long. Okay, wait. Combine the effects of Lord of D and Lady of D, and have the card count as Lord of D for the purpose of using Dragon Flute. Then give it. I have no idea what any of this is. Okay.
You know what's funny?
Of the eyes of the blue effect. Okay.
You know what's funny is I was following the entire thing. I was like, I know exactly what those are. I know exactly what that means.
I've got no reference.
I'm gonna give myself a trident because I think tridents are cool.
Yeah. I should too.
This is gonna be just like the most wacky artwork I've ever done.
By the way, sorry, I was chewing gum. Is nicotine gum because I have to quit vaping.
It's
for
a good.
health.
It's a good thing to quit vaping. I need to stop eating salty snacks. I nearly gave myself another heart attack.
You also need to like stop
Sleep?
the fast food.
Oh, with the fast. Well, for one thing.
Well, you've gotten better at it.
Here's what I want to say about fast food is that Burger King is bae, okay? So I will continue eating Burger King even if it kills me.
Okay.
There's nothing, and I'm sorry, like, this is a battle I tried fighting, and I just realized that there's no winning here. I can't do it. Okay, so we're going to zoom in, and we're going to add some details to the bard. We're going to lower the size of our brush. So, yeah, you guys, you know, I promise you that this is like an abridged drawing simply because if we wanted to make this like a legit 100% thing, we would be here all night and tomorrow. Art takes time. What can I say? Ready? Everyone went quiet.
Sorry. I was
I'm just worried because my internet has a history of crapping out, so I was like, oh no, did the stream drop?
But I mean, it's not like what is it exactly at like 11:59 that it does it almost every freaking day.
Yeah, it's like at
Some weird
11:59 or something. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think it's like, you know, my internet company is just kind of like, you know what? You need to go to bed. And I'm like, I'll go to bed when I'm good and ready.
Yeah. Gamma says your drawing speed is way faster than mine. Idiotic synergy. What is up?
Idiotic synergy is here.
He says, wait, Brian's. You joke, but I've watched long art streams. Cat is a fan of the arts.
Kat is a person of culture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No, still here. Best thing to do is have your phone open on YouTube while you do the live. It'll help. Well, that's another reason why I'm kind of here.
yeah, Fearsome is here for that exact reason because
Making sure things don't fall apart.
yeah. And by the way, Synergy, like this is an open suggestion art stream, so if you want to see something added to this drawing, by all means drop it in there, and I will try to incorporate everything that I can.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, gotta just kind of up.
Oh, how detailed you're getting that face. I love it.
I've drawn this mask so many times that it's just kind of like, uh, it's just kind of like, you know what? This is what it looks like. And that's something that I do as an artist, or that I used to do like a lot, was whenever it was something that I knew that I wanted to draw more of, I would draw it repeatedly until I could do it just kind of like at quick speed. And the reason for that was it got really frustrating drawing armor all the time. So I was kind of like, I need to be able to like freehand armor like super quick.
I was about to say, you are going to be wearing armor, correct? Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving myself some samurai armor because, as we all know, the bard is a fan of samurai.
T is here.
Who's T-Stash?
Yes, the one, the only.
Finished painting a terrible guardsman conscript. I would
Sorry.
like to see this guardsman conscript whenever you have a chance.
Ooh. Kat says, how about dark magician girl riding behind you?
Oh, fulfilling
as
my childhood fantasy, you mean?
as your girlfriend.
Yes.
I was gonna say, what about me? And then you said girl, and I was like, oh.
Like
I
fulfilling
want my own dragon. I want my own. Nah. I don't share well.
There we go, giving myself some like samurai style armor here. Kind of went with like, if you guys, and you know, like I know that this is me kind of like just being like a huge fanboy of stuff here, but if you guys have ever seen the Yu-Gi-Oh card Shiranui Sun Saga, that's basically what I'm going for here. Except that instead of riding a horse, Shiranui Sun Saga is the bard and he is riding a blue eyes white dragon. Alright. Samurai armor is notorious for having like all these different layers that do different things. So I just kind of like, you know, just freehand some stuff, make it look like a little wickerish. Because
Wickerish. Okay.
it's basically all it was, you know, it was like a lot of wicker, a lot of like wood and stuff, and they would call it armor. And you know, hey, it did its job kind of. But you know, it wasn't like they didn't use like a lot of metal and stuff. It was like very lightweight armor, except for all the layers. The layers is what made it kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, if it's not metal, it's got to have layers.
Yep.
I feel like I missed. Let's see. Gamma asked, do you prefer drawing on a tablet or on paper?
That is an easy one. I prefer drawing on a tablet, hands down, and I'll tell you why. I am really bad about making mistakes and then erasing them, and also pressing down really hard on the paper with my pencil. So whenever I go to erase those mistakes, they can never be 100% truly erased. On a tablet.
That explains something.
Yeah. I don't know what that explains, but you know, like if it's about me making mistakes, yes, I agree.
No, it's about the drawing you sent me, like the.
Oh yeah, like there's like the
Like,
the
don't
dr-
even bother erasing them, honestly. I like it though.
yeah, like cuz like if I tried erasing it, it would just look bad, and
Yeah,
I
no, I get it.
and I hold myself to like really high standards, so for me like, trying to make something look good is like I will there are things that I will start over from scratch because I made one mistake and I feel like I can't get rid of it. It's really bad. Like, I shouldn't be a parent, because it'll be like, if my child is even slightly spoiled, I was like, oh well, gotta throw it out, start again.
All right. Gamma says reminds me of the samurai robot cards.
There is a few samurai robot cards. Which ones are you referring to? Like the super.
That was a little bit ago, so it might. T asked which is preferable, trench coat or suit jacket, and everyone is of course saying trench coat.
Uh, that varies. I feel like I do like some suit jackets to the point where I'm like, if it was a really nice suit jacket, I would prefer the suit jacket. However, trench coat has more pocket space, and I don't know what I just did. I think I. There we go.
I'm like laughing at 42's message.
Yeah,
Serafin throwing out his child. Ah! Let me try again.
yeah, because like I said, like if I make a mistake and I feel like there's no fixing it, a lot of the times I'll just start the project over. There's a reason that I
Same.
do that I do short stories, and for a large part of that is that they're easier to start over if I mess up.
Oh God. Oh, context. It's gross. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have that issue. Oh, Gamma says I have that issue when I draw myself, and unless I put shadow over it, it just won't look good.
Yes, yes. And there's something to be said about like the size of your pencil too, because like for example, like let me just do it over here. Da 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 da, no problem. And then da 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 da. See that? The line
Oh,
weight,
they. Okay.
they'll be
Oh,
able to
got
see
it.
it. The line
Yeah.
weight of the lines is kind of like important because if you don't have the appropriate line weight, it can make the drawing look funky. And it took me forever to learn that, so I kind of had to like, I always wondered how come other artists like their art, like the moment that they removed like the texture, which is, whenever they remove the rough draft from underneath it, like for example, this is the rough draft. I'm going to draw over it again to give it more detail and to make it look more professional. But whenever artists do that, some artists, like immediately the moment they remove the rough draft, it looks perfect. For me, that wasn't the case for a long time. I was like, what am I doing different? What am I doing wrong? And
Uh,
it
Idiotic says easy to paint on models as well. Wait. Oh, trench coats are the best. Easy to paint on models as well. I don't know if that. Okay.
I
Um,
believe it. Yeah.
42 says 42 catches child, looks at it, throws it out as well.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm just
I'm
saying,
missing
like
something.
if I was a parent, this would be a constant problem. It's like, is my child a spoiled brat? Well, time to start again.
Let's see. Cat wants the discarded child. He can. Wait. Oh, I could think. I forgot how to read. Apparently, a few necromancy uses.
If necromancy uses for a discarded child.
Oof. Uh, and then Gamma says, "True. With the short stories, I use. Wait, what? 0.5 or 0.7 when I do physical for the. Oh, okay. For the tablet is just random. I'm guessing they're talking about the size of the thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're talking about like the line weight and all that. It's just
And
something you
yes,
get.
T, it is.
It's something you
It
gotta
is
work
the
on.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sorry, I'm interrupting the artist here,
Yeah,
but oh
no
well.
worries, by all means. It is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Everyone is allowed to give suggestions as to what should go on the drawing, because this is a thank you to all of you for all of your support. So if you got something you want to see on this drawing, T, let me know. I will try to incorporate it as best as I can. Gamma and Cat wanted to see a Yu-Gi-Oh drawing, specifically the Blue Eyes White Dragon. 42 wanted to see a cat, which is why the Blue Eyes White Dragon has kitty ears. And I don't know, like some. I think it was Cat that wanted to see me riding the Blue Eyes White Dragon, so I am drawing the Bard riding the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Bow tie, that's all I ask.
Bow tie. Sure, on the Blue Eyes White Dragon, can do. As a matter of fact, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
You're gonna get, you may or may not get, a bunch of messages.
I got 9+ already. I mean, like,
Yeah,
honestly.
because now it's a thing. I even did it too. I was like, here's one more. Gamma says, if this was a Korean drama, that child would hunt you down as an adult.
I recently started watching Korean dramas on Netflix because they have them.
I kind of want to look that up now.
And the thing was, it for me, it was kind of like not like I want to watch this because I'm interested. It was like reading will put me to sleep, so I'm going to read subtitles on this Korean drama and then go to sleep. But it ended up being so awesome that I ended up being awake throughout the whole thing. I was like, God.
I got cat ears. Oh, Onyx, hello.
Who's here?
Onyx.
Onyx, welcome.
Hello. Onyx says, draw a knight. I don't know. Challenging the Blue Eyes. I don't know what that name.
He says, hold on. Giltia, the Dragon Knight, challenging the Blue Eyes. Yes, I can do that. So let's see here.
He says, I think I'd like to see the Dragonoid from... Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized?
What?
I have my zoom level, like, way low. No wonder. Text is tiny.
I think I'd like to see the Dragonoid from Bakugan or Smaug from The Hobbit. At least something reminiscent of them. Alright, we can do that.
I'm gonna open a really noisy bag. I don't know for sure if you're gonna hear it or not.
Okay, so here's what we got. We got the Blue Eyes White Dragon wearing a bow tie, has kitty ears, I am riding it, and right on this corner, we're gonna draw like a little cliff face, like a little chasm. You know, like the Blue Eyes White Dragon is standing at the edge of this chasm.
Ooh.
And right here, we are going to draw Giltia, the Dragon Knight. I assume that the D in Giltia's name stands for dragon. Like Lord of D from back in the Duel Monsters era was Lord of Dragon. It was also my nickname during college. Hi-yo!
Why? Why? Why are you like this?
I couldn't help myself. The joke wrote itself. Alright.
God, now that wait.
I know that he had long hair and he had like a pointy headdress, like a crown or something. And he
Onyx
has
said that he always thought it started for... Okay. Wow, okay. Stood for, dark.
You know, that might be the case too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really weird in the early days because they would absolutely, like, just abbreviate things that needed no abbreviation. Like, Red Eyes Black Dragon for the longest time was Red Eyes B Dragon, and it was like, why? So, I know that he has, like the pointy headdress. I'm going to draw his hand back here, and we're going to, like, draw him kind of like racing. I know he has a lance, so I'm going to draw him, like, racing the lance in challenge to the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
So don't forget your girlfriend riding behind you.
Oh yeah, I gotta draw Dark Magician Girl, my bae, riding behind me.
So Gamma says creativity plus 10 for Serafin. And Idiotic Synergy says Serafin's got an S rank. Gets an S rank. And then Cat says plus 5 for the pun. Plus 5, that's it.
It's okay.
Or joke.
If I keep seeing more, if I see another setup, I will absolutely make another pun. So
Yep, there's no way to stop him, even if you try.
yeah. So give me just a second. I'm gonna turn off my microphone for like maybe 10, 15 seconds. Give me a second.
Okay, cool. I'm just sitting here eating gummy bears. You know, as one does. Do 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 do. Hmm. Where did he go? Anyway, I hope everyone is having a good day or evening or night or morning. I don't know. Whenever you happen to be watching this. And hope you realize that you're awesome and that you're loved and that you just do you, boo. Okay. Oh, wait, they can't hear me if. Oh, no. I just forgot about that. Ah!
What do you mean they can't hear you? They should be able to.
Well, I don't think.
Can you guys hear us?
I think if you mute your.
No, like
Okay.
they can hear you just fine.
Okay. Well, that was weird because they said it went silent. Oh, that was. Okay.
Yeah, I went silent for a second while I got my Uber Eats order.
Oh, what'd you get? I want.
Burger King.
Oh my god. Gross. Yes, they are, Cat. That's the only kind I will eat.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's see. So I think T.
42 said that it went dead silent, and I did not. His mic makes a lot of background noise. Really?
Yeah, the reason why is because my microphone is facing my air conditioner. So, like, whenever I have my mic on, you guys will hear a lot of the background noise for the AC, which is why, and I have to record at night because here in Texas it gets impossibly hot during the day. So I can't record during the day because if I'm going to record, then I need to turn off the AC, and it is just a nightmare, like how hot it can get. So, you know. Now you know. So, I think T wanted to see Smaug, and Smaug in The Hobbit lives on the Lonely Mountain. So I'm gonna draw like all these mountains over here, kind of like a huge mountain range type thing, and then like.
Sorry.
No problem.
T, did you move or something? Cat said plus 10 for having taste in gummy bears.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm using the wrong pen is what's happening. All right, let's see. I was wondering why it suddenly was a lot darker. No, give me the pencil. There we go. Ta-da. All right, there we go. We're going to draw the Lonely Mountain up here, and then just kind of like this silhouette of Smaug.
Smaug. 42 asked, doesn't noise reduction get rid of it? Noise reduction is not a perfect thing for some things.
Yeah, noise reduction works, does a lot of work. It's not like it's not like it doesn't, but it's not perfect. Like there will be a lot of clicks and stuff that just kind of stays, and I don't know. It drives me nuts when I can hear it. Which reminds me, I just found out that there's like an algorithm that you have an Audacity that can get rid of a lot of mouth clicks, which is another thing that bothers me whenever I'm recording. You guys know the ones like, you'll be like recording and then, like you'll smack your lips or something, so there's a lot of like in the background. It drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, I'm actually listening to you through Discord,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not hearing any of that sound because of noise reduction.
Oh,
Or is that
yeah, Discord
what?
noise reduction should do it, but like right now, you're listening to me through Discord, which means that you're not getting a lot of it. But they're listening to me through OBS, so they're getting all of it. So let's see.
I should deafen myself on Discord and go onto the stream and just see what this hullabaloo is about.
Oh, it's very obnoxious. It's a lot of.
Hmm? Hmm.
All right.
Sorry, I'm guessing that my eating sound is not too bad, but just in case.
All right. So let's see.
42 really wants to know about this clicking thing, removing algorithm thing.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
All right. The bard is gonna be Sans one arm for a second because I need to make room
No.
for. So hold on just a second. This is where art gets weird because sometimes in order to add something that you just thought of or that you forgot or that you decided that needed to go there, you have to kind of delete a lot. So let's see. I wonder what the appropriate proportions are going to be here. I think it's going to be something akin to like that, like this.
So funny because I'm listening to you, but the drawing is just so different. Like,
Yeah.
what is he going on about? I'll have to wait like 15 seconds to find out.
All right. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw. And we can do this on another layer so that way I don't destroy what I have in case it comes out wrong. But let's see. They wanted to see Dark Magician Girl riding behind me as my girlfriend. So let's give the viewers what they want.
Sure.
Okay.
You're just super excited about that, aren't you?
Let's just say that young Serafin has a lot of, daydreams being fulfilled right now. So let's see.
Aw, that's so cute.
I'm gonna draw. Her arm is gonna have to be a little like this, I think. And I'm just gonna kind of like really quickly draw like her.
Audacity, audacity, audacity. T. Don't upload it now. Like, don't download it now because the newest versions are apparently collecting your data. That's why I won't update mine.
Well, what data are they collecting that's so like.
Well, they basically are selling it to, well, not, they're giving it to third party. Apparently, I don't know. They kind of tried to go back on and be like, no, we're not doing that. But also, like, apparently something with like, police. I don't know, law enforcement. It's like, really, for
Law
audacity.
enforcement?
Yeah, I think I don't know.
all the rappers like making like.
Yeah, yeah. You never
Spit.
know. They might record a criminally. I don't.
So like some one of those like really hardcore raps where you're rapping about selling drugs and murder.
Hoodlums. Okay.
And it's not just rap. I mean like death metal kind of goes in the same vein. So.
Yeah.
But you know what? Those are the best ones, and those are the ones that I have in my iPod. So.
Kat says that you two need to talk wife. Words. Wafu. I can't.
We must talk waifus later. I am 100% with you. It's a thing, like we anime watchers, like,
I
if
know
it,
what it is. I just couldn't say it for some reason.
yeah, it's, just like saying wife, but with a U at the end of it. It's a waifu.
Waifu.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Oh, I know. I really, really. Okay, yeah. So apparently, 42 says, Raven showed me what they were collecting. It's nothing. Facebook takes way more. So does Twitter. I so badly want to delete my Facebook, but I just never go on it.
I deleted my Facebook a long time ago.
I
It
mean,
was,
I have like
it was,
family
it
stuff
was.
on there. Is the only
I mean, it was making it real difficult to get away with stuff.
reason.
Like everyone would be
Yeah.
like, "That's not a thing that's happening." Facebook said it. I'm like, "Damn it, I can't." Like for example, I would go. I would like say, for example, skip work, and I'd be like, "I'm sick," and then later on they'd be like, "Facebook said you was here," and I was like, "At the mini golf course," and they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Facebook doesn't know what they're talking about." I was like, "Stop writing me out, Facebook. Jeez."
Wow. Butt heads.
I know. I'm like, let me get away from work for a little bit. Jeez. All right, so
There's a husband equivalent.
a husbando.
A husbando.
A
I.
husbando.
I.
A husbando is the equivalent of a waifu.
Yeah, same 42. I have it strictly just because, like, I have a lot of family, like, on there, but, but Twitter, I don't, like, pretty much all my other social media. I mean, probably some family on my Instagram, but Twitter is strictly no family, and none of my stuff should be connected anymore, cause um
Because of
so
reasons.
when oh my gosh, this was a while ago. um so like weekly is very you know to newbie me back in the in like November last year. He was very, be sure to protect, make sure all your real life stuff is, separate and all this. And I was like, well, okay, do you want to like do a quick, look see, make sure everything's good? And he's like, yeah, sure, okay. Literally 30 seconds later, and he's like, has all of my personal information. He's like, so you had this, and this connected to this, which then led to this, and I found everything. And I was like, oh boy. Okay. So then I like pretty much deleted all of that.
You ever wonder if they like just get the wrong impression like real quick whenever you have like a bunch of stuff together that you shouldn't? Like, for example, I have like a heart condition, right? So
Mm-hmm.
every now and then I'll like lurk in certain like medical subreddits being like, hey, so what should I be looking out for? And like the thing is, if you lurk in medical anything for long enough, you start to look real sus. It's like, what are you doing there, buddy? Looking up certain medicines? What are you trying to get out of the medicines there? Looking to get a little high? And I was like, on diuretics? No.
Let's see.
I was-
I still have, yeah. I have Facebook ish old. I use Facebook for the memes. Twitter is 100% for work, and so is my Instagram. Yeah, my Instagram's kind of in a weird limbo. That was something that was connecting those two uh accounts, so then I had to like bloop disconnect it.
Okay.
Um,
So,
let's
let's see. This is what we got so far. I'm going to have to redraw my arm in just a second. But let's see if we can just kind of like zoom in. So, riding the Blue Eyes White Dragon, my girlfriend, Dark Magician, right behind me. Dark Magician girl. We got Smog in the background, flying over the Lonely Mountain. We have Giltia, the Dark Knight, challenging the Blue Eyes White Dragon at the edge of this cliff face. And now, oh, there's a bow tie on Blue Eyes White Dragon because somebody wanted a bow tie on him. We have the kitty ears on the Blue Eyes White Dragon because, dragons got kitty ears too sometimes. All right, now I'm going to make a separate layer just so that I can re-add in my arm. And this is going to look kind of funky for a little bit because it's going to be looking like I'm drawing over something that I already drew.
What's the Walmart game? Have you ever heard of that?
The Walmart game. No, I have not.
Kat, please, do tell.
The Walmart game, like what the thing that I heard that like they're like listening in on you or like keeping tracks on what you buy so that what's it called, like after enough times of being there they'll be like sending you what's it called, really personalized email coupons, like we noticed that you bought like this so many times in a row, so we assume that this is happening, so
something about like, what is it, like something where this based on this, I don't know if it was a meme or whatever, but this like based on stuff that these people were buying, they were able to like wait a minute, they're pregnant, so they started like advertising baby stuff to them.
That, yes. Trying to decide.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Kurt? Are we right? Did we get it right? I don't know what the Walmart game is.
I don't know what the Walmart game is either. There's a game I play at Walmart specifically where it's basically like, all right, let's go to Walmart and try not to spend any money on shit I don't need. I don't win very often. Usually if I walk in, that's it.
Gamma asks, what is the ATK and attack and defense on this card?
Yeah, the attack and defense on this card. Let's see. Given, I'm gonna try to like just kind of think about it almost as the card Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Champion, where she's kind of riding the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and that's what the card is basically like a combination of the two. So I would say that that this card's stats would be kind of like a combination of the two. So I'd put it in the neighborhood of 4,500 attack, probably like 3,000 defense. If I were to make a card based off myself, I would make it using the banish engine. So like basically anytime something's banished, you could do something crazy with it. So I would kind of be like, this card, like if a spell or trap card is in your banish pile, once per turn you can activate its effect, but this monster can't attack this turn or something like that. So
sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know what the Walmart game is. I didn't know that was the name used for it. So you think of 3 items that you could buy at a big box store like Walmart that would give the cashier concerns, like a Mother's Day card, bottled wine, condoms. I really tea. Oh my god. Cat, dog treats, lotion, and condoms.
Oh lord.
Duct tape, rope, and a shovel is a classic. Yep. Or zip ties, condoms, and rope. I don't know.
I would think like a first aid kit and some rope would look kind of sus.
What would the third thing be, though? You have to condoms. Just anything with condoms, I think would be. I mean, you could make anything.
Well, Walmart also sells guns here in the U.S., so like bullets would be like one thing.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that might be a bit.
That one, like right out of the gate, I think they're like, oh wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, I really like the idea of like, oh my god, rope, zip zip ties, rope, or zip ties, a shovel, and condoms. I don't know. Oh
Shoot.
gosh.
I can't think of a lot. Like honestly, it for me it would be like the thing is, like I'm such a goody goody that like I could be buying like the worst things imaginable, like the things that would really give them pause, and in my mind there would be like absolutely no reason to suspect me. I'm like I'm up to something legitimate, I swear.
Oh hi, amateur. Okay, yep. I'm struggling today.
Welcome,
Hello,
amateur
amateur.
anime.
And gun, ski mask, and gloves. That's a good one.
Hey, that is a good one.
There's always the classic lotion, tissues, and a magazine. You know, and it would be a little bit. It probably wouldn't connect right away because you're female. So, oh my gosh, Kat, I want to play this game with you now. So I might. Excuse me, just a second. I'm gonna burp a whole bunch.
Okay.
Okay. So, based on some things that I will hopefully very quickly find out, um, based on that, I may or may not be making some big changes in my life. And one of the things I really want to do is travel. And I want to see as many people as I can, visit as many people as I can. Bleach, duct tape, and bubble wrap. Wow. Wow.
All of
I
us.
think that's my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of us think about the murder, none of us think about the cleanup, and the cleanup would be kind of like a dead giveaway, pun intended.
Oh no, cat. Oh no. Anyways, I want cucumbers, condoms, and Vaseline.
Ah, that's
No,
great.
no, you're just a health teacher with chapped skin. I don't know. um, I love the bubble wrap though. For some reason, that got me because it's like instead of like tarps or garbage bags, nah, just bubble wrap. Um, but anyways, I want to travel and I want to visit as many um people as I can, within reason. So that would be cool. So then if I do come see you, Kat, heck yeah, we'll just play I'll just come to see you so we can just play
Just
the
go
Walmart
to
game and
just
then
go to
go our
Walmart
separate
and
ways.
go to Walmart and buy stuff. That's what we're doing.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. So me and my roommate did this by mistake with my husband there. So three of us are there, get lube, condoms, and lotion. Oh no. Another +5 for Bard for the joke.
Dead giveaway. So now we're at the point where we're like cleaning up the line art, and we kind of like add like these little lines here and there just to kind of like give it like some texture. Uh, like I said, art is kind of like a process. So like for me, I'm always like I don't get like I don't feel like I'm like it's difficult for me to explain. Like I don't want to bore you is basically where I'm at. And for me, it's easy to not be bored because I'm doing a thing. But
Wait a minute. Well,
I always feel like if somebody's just like watching me, I'm like, I'm sorry. I should be telling jokes or something.
no. You know what? This picture's lacking something though.
What's that?
It's lacking a scout.
Oh,
It's,
shoot.
even in the distance, it's lacking a doggo.
I will add a doggo.
Yes, yes.
We can do that.
That should be. Scout needs to be in there.
Uh,
Scout should be hidden in every drawing you make, no
she
matter
should
how small.
she should be part of my signature.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hold
then
on.
come out this way. Do 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 do.
So, yes, it would be cool. Unfortunately, people can't seem to just chill out, and there are other variations of COVID out there, and I have to be extra careful. So, no traveling yet.
Yeah,
Plus,
we
yeah.
just went back up to like code red apparently here in my
Hmm.
county. It was kind of like we were fine for a little bit, but people like get vaccinated and they're like, I don't need to be careful anymore. And
Yeah,
it,
even though,
yeah,
yeah.
and now we got like new
Oh.
strands and all that, and it's kind of like, well, I thought I was vaccinated. I was like, that doesn't make you immune, genius.
Yeah. Um, Actually, I think one of the first variants of the uh, virus actually showed up first in Minnesota. And I'm like, great, good job.
Which
Definitely not something you want to win at.
which one of you did it?
It wasn't me.
Spe-
Rope, a step stool, and a birthday card. Oof. Oh, rope, birthday card, and lube. Wow.
like, why the birthday card though? I gotta wonder. Like, that seems
That's
like
the best part, though. You gotta add one in that just wait. It's not just like, oh, this person's definitely up to something freaky, but concerning. Like, you gotta add something in there that just is very, very, like, um, normal, with the lube, okay, rope, each their own. But then the birthday card will throw it all off, and they'll be like, wait a minute.
what about candy?
Oh no. What was that? Goody two shoes? Hmm?
Well, personally, I like candy, so just a
Yeah,
little
that's
too
how I
much.
planned on taking you.
That's how everybody plans on taking me.
Yeah, that was my plan. 42 probably would know. She was gonna help me. Okay, that's a lie. But I was gonna ask her and I just kept putting it off. But what we were gonna do is we were gonna come down and just drive around until we found you. And then we are gonna be like, look, we got candy. And then you were just gonna be like, yeah. And then we are gonna take you.
I can't
Fine.
tell you how many times my parents had to kind of like give me the talk. They're like, okay, if a stranger comes and offers you candy, I'm like, what kind of candy? And they're like, no.
Leather, knives, and a helmet. Ooh. I feel like that could be easily explained though. What
Like,
kind of leather? Like a leather belt? That's a little. Candy, a rope, and a ski mask. There you go. Yep, that's my shopping list for kidnapping Serafin 101. 101, yeah. Chloroform, running shoes, handkerchief.
do they sell
Good.
chloroform at Walmart?
No, I don't think they do.
Asking for a friend.
But damn, if they did. I don't think that's legal.
I don't think so either. I think you got to go through some channels for that.
I actually recently was wondering that. I was like, where do people like I know that, there are certain outlets if you're in a specific
Profession.
career. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
What?
I feel like everything's like so on point, and then I have like a baseball hat, so it's just kind of like so one of these things is not like the others.
Oof. The best kind of leather? What? What kind is that? And why is my clock 1 minute faster than Seraphine's?
Because you're looking at it on a delay.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
For a second there, I was like, "Are you serious?"
Tired, okay? Leave me alone. That's like the stupidest thing I've done in a while. Like, wait a minute.
Oh, I don't know. I was almost late to my live stream because I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Can someone please cut that? Oh boy, I even just said it in passing, like, that's weird. It's changed before me. Oh, cat. Damn, I grew up in an area where that was very prevalent, for Halloween, where people were putting fucking razor blades and needles in the Halloween candy. And
That's
so all the hospitals in the area would like x-ray the candy for free. You would bring it in and they'd throw it under the thing and x-ray it. That's how bad it got when I was younger.
apparently that first started in Houston, which is a hop and a skip from where I live.
Really? I thought it started in Kansas City.
The way I heard it, it started in Houston.
Probably started in like I don't know. I remember like having to have all of my Halloween candy. Oh, someone new.
Hello,
Indeed.
someone new. How are you?
What?
Wilo.
Wilo. Okay, I was like, what is...
Welcome,
See, okay.
Wilo. You have arrived at just the right time because this is the 300 sub special, and you and I haven't spoken since yesterday. And I wanted to tell you that your stream was excellent, and I really enjoyed watching it.
Rat poison chicken birthday card.
I'm sorry, did I hear poison chicken and birthday card?
No, rat poison chicken birthday card.
I was about to say they have poison chickens at Walmart.
Okay, wait. It happened to kids where their parents were more likely to... What? More trying to... Okay. Hello, Wilo. You see, with YouTube especially, when there's an I and an L next to it, I don't know what it is about the font, but my brain goes, what is this? Is this an I or an L? I can't tell, because it's like smushed together. Anyways,
yes, we are gonna have to play together at some point, Wilo, because I missed out on doing it yesterday because like I know that you were busy, so like we couldn't hit it off. But I was like, bro, we gotta. I was excited to. So let's see here. What was I gonna say? Is something about jeez.
poison chicken.
Poison chicken is not a flavor of chicken I want to try.
No.
Let's see. I always have like a hard time with the samurai shoulder pads because I know that they're layered, but I always forget how. So I always kind of draw them a little bit. They end up kind of looking like scarab segments. You know how the scarabs are kind of have like that segmented wing thing going on for them. So let's see here. So this is where the drawing really starts to take like shape, I think. Like for me it's always like once we've gotten the sketch done and we're doing this part, now I really start enjoying myself. But it's always kind of like a process because the sketch can take multiple iterations. Like even this, like right now whenever I'm doing the hard lines, like the more solid blacks and all that, might not be the final draft of it. I might do what I did previously and then just kind of like make it like more muted and then just kind of like try it a third time because I'm a perfectionist and that is my curse. So let's see. The way that I dealt with Dark Magician Girl, my girlfriend, was by moving my arm over here
Hey, check your messages on Discord real quick.
My messages on Discord?
Yeah, from me.
Okay. Okay, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. We got... Ooh, that looks wrong. That thumb looks all flavors of messed up, so let me try that again.
So Gamma says, yes, it is a full shoulder, then half, and last is a third the size for the shoulder armor. That's
Okay,
interesting.
so Gamma knows. Gamma
Gamma
knows.
knows his armor, shoulder armor.
Gamma's a fan of comic books, so I mean, like, he knows a lot of things about, like, drawings and stuff. We were talking about the comic book character Jackie Estacado the other day, which I know that you're going to be with me on this one, Gamma, but why don't they have a movie from the Image Comics multiverse yet? I would love to see a movie about Witchblade, a movie about the Darkness, the Angelus, or even Artifacts. I think Artifacts would be super interesting. It would take a lot of setup, I think, but, you know, I think that the payoff would be really good.
Wait, what? Are you holding your chin?
Yeah. I had to move my arm because Dark Magician Girl is behind me. So my arm couldn't be where it was because then she would be blocked. So
Okay.
I moved it to kind of like do that thing where where I'm rubbing my chin like, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Bleach, ammonia, and canning jars. That isn't actually that strange.
Do you not think so?
I don't think so. I mean, the canning jars is definitely a unique one, but prune juice, rat poison, grandparents' birthday card. Wow, now we're just getting
Oh.
specific.
I heard prune juice and immediately I was like, what's gonna happen to Grandpa?
Oh no, not the rat poison, bro. Oh God, I can't.
Bro, my brother and his GF bought a Nintendo Switch. Dope.
The new ones that just came out, or the ones
Yeah,
that
the new ones look super dope. I want like
really?
the big screen one. Yeah,
Okay,
because Serafin is a nerd like that. I mean,
we
like
are aware.
there's nothing wrong with my old one. I just want the bigger one.
Really not that much bigger though, from what I've heard.
That's what she said.
um, sort of. I mean, wait, I don't know, cat. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm just dumb. I'm
What is it?
smooth brained. I don't know. They said, "Do you know what you can do with that?" Or like asked with the canning jars and the. You can make some. Wait. Yeah, no. See, look. Bleh. They know.
Okay, so I see that Kat
But
says
don't
that.
get the new one.
Yeah, Wilo says don't get the new one, and you know there's some merit to that. You know, you kind of want to give it
See?
like a little bit
I
of time.
know. I know a thing. I know
Yeah,
a thing.
but what's it called? Kat said that there was a Spawn movie, and that's true. Spawn is kind of connected to the Image universe. Are the Spawn comics still an Image brand? I don't even know anymore. I thought that they kind of branched off and went with something else. I thought they were like Dynamite at this point or something. Um, let's see. Wilo says it's not worth it. Actually, maybe.
Yeah. I
Plus,
actually watched Jack's Films thing where they just roasted the shit out of it.
I just got a +2 for my joke, and 42 says it's not that much bigger though.
It's not. It's like the same damn size.
It-
And there's apparently some problems with it. I don't know.
well, there's problems with a lot of things on launch, so you always want to give it like at
No,
least
like no, like problems that can't really be just fixed. Chlorine gas. I totally knew that.
problems
Actually
that
did.
can't be fixed. So what you're saying is Nintendo should take a Serafin approach and just scrap it and start again.
Yes, just like the child.
Seraphine's child, forever doomed to be thrown away.
The discarded.
The discarded.
The discarded one. Um, yeah, what was the other company that came out almost like right after Nintendo did with their own like
Oh,
handheld thing?
Steam?
Steam, yeah,
Yeah, I
and
guess
that looks good.
it looks like fun. I can play some of my favorite games on the go, which you're always going to suffer from a little bit of like a frame drop off, I feel, because, if you're taking something that was meant to be played on kind of like a console or a computer and you're compressing it. So, like, the first thing that comes to mind is, like I've said before, I'm a huge fan of Overwatch. And Overwatch on the PlayStation 4 looks great. On the Xbox looks great. On PC looks fantastic. On the Switch it looks like I remember when I downloaded it for my Switch, I was like, yeah, I mean it's Overwatch, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like they watered it down a lot. There's a lot of like frame issues and like oh man like the loading sometimes can be a huge nightmare to deal with, and if there's a lot going on screen, a lot of the times the switch is all like I'm doing the best I can bro, but
Mm.
and you're just gotta like
Well, I apparently heard that the Steam one is like can be compared to um like a PC almost. Like you can run that same level of stuff.
I would love to see that. One of the biggest things about the switch was whenever they started taking like what do you call it, they started taking like AAA titles and just making it work for the Switch. I was like, oh man, like whenever we got Diablo on it, and Overwatch was one that I mentioned, but also like The Witcher and all that. I was like, dude, like
Wait,
pop off
right now,
Nintendo,
let's see.
like pop.
Um, right now they actually got the Spawn universe, which is going to be amazing. I hope they bring the Spawn Godslayer back. Wait. Yeah. Overwatch. Cat says Overwatch. You say, I may or may not have just gotten back my ability to play that.
Nice,
Mm.
nice. We're gonna have to queue up sometime. See if we can capture some objectives. See if we can escort some payloads. Those are things you do in Overwatch.
I know. I was thinking of one of those jokes. You know, the
Yeah.
phrasing.
Oh, yeah.
Escort your payload. Meh.
In all honesty, I've been in situations where I've used Overwatch pickup lines, so I mean,
You God, you are wonderful.
I'm like, hey, lady,
You're
I'd like to see
wonderful.
your ultimate.
Yeah, stop making me laugh. Just kidding. Struggle. The struggle.
Okay, I didn't think that I was gonna like the way that this knot turned out, but I'm actually kind of liking it a lot.
Wait.
It's the little things.
Wait. Okay, I'm like falling behind on the on the chat real bad.
Oh.
Because
Let me see if I can help catch up.
speaking is...
God Eater feels sluggish on the Switch. I agree. God Eater feels really sluggish on the Switch. I tried playing it and immediately I was like, I can't do it on here, man. I can't. Let's see. Linus did a review, and yeah, it's a mini PC, but expensive if you want to have good amount of memory. That's also a problem, and you end up running into that issue where memory in general is just expensive. That's usually what you pay on like new consoles and to upgrade PCs and stuff like that. Like just recently, I upgraded the memory, the RAM on my PC, and for a minuscule upgrade, it ended up running me almost $80. So I don't doubt that it's gonna be good and do what it's supposed to, but it's gonna be like, is it worth the price though? Let's see here. What else we got? How many vertebrates must I break as I put away all my games? Says T Stash.
Don't break your vertebrae.
So here's a question for you guys, and this is just me kind of pondering right now, because I love to see like movies based on properties that I like. So like this is just kind of coming off the back of like we were talking about the Spawn movie and all that, and how much I would like to see, like, say, because my favorite comic from Image Comics is Witchblade. I've been a fan of Witchblade since it released like in the early '90s, and I would love to see a good movie of it. But Witchblade also has had two different TV shows. One that was canceled early because the lead actress had a problem with alcoholism, and one that was actually an anime adaptation with a completely different storyline. And I just kept thinking to myself, you know what? A lot of the times when you want to tell like a really good story for a long amount of time, sometimes a TV show is kind of, to me, feels like the better idea. One example that I always give is I think that the Lord of the Rings movies were great, but I think about all the stuff that they would have had time for if this would have been like an 8-season TV show. I think that the Harry Potter movies were good, but I wonder how much better it would have been if they could have taken their time in a multi-season TV show also. So for long-running series, for example, like me and 42 are huge fans of the Dresden Files books, and I love the Dresden Files. I would love to see a movie of the Dresden Files, but I don't think that they can find any way of doing justice to 20 books worth of content in a movie. Likewise, the Dresden Files did have a TV show, but the TV show deviated wildly from the plot after a while, so it was kind of like, this could have been great. It ended up just being very alright. So, what do you guys think? Would you prefer to see your favorite IP adapted into a movie or into a TV show? Let's see. 42 says, I have an SSD hard drive. It is so much worth it to me. I want to upgrade to one of those because right now I still have one of those like read and write ones. So it's kind of like there are things that I have to sit and wait to happen, and like all the memory in the world doesn't change that. So I don't know. They have to do a show, a better one. I agree.
Yeah.
They have to do a better show of the Dresden Files. I thought it had so much potential, and the first episode I was like, this could be great, and then they just stepped in it so hard. I was so mad.
Yeah, I agree with Gamma, and a TV show is better, so that I can like explain things instead of like condensing it and then like leaving out some of the stuff.
Yes.
Like I've seen movies based on books and stuff, and it's like they never do it how you want, and then it just ruins the whole movie.
Yeah,
Like, I've actually walked out of a theater before because it's like, not only did they like change the actual like best part of the movie, like it just was just shit, and it made me so mad.
what movie was that?
Oh God, way back in the day, My Sister's Keeper.
Oh
I
man.
love that author. They totally fucked that up. Oh my God, it made me so mad.
Yeah. And I agree, because here's the thing. Some movies based on books do really well. Like, but a lot of the times I feel like it has to be like a one-off book. It can't be a series because the series automatically necessitates a franchise, and a franchise
Right.
is only as good as its weakest link, I feel. So, like, if the worst movie in your franchise is still pretty good, you got yourself a good franchise. But if you have like
Mm-hmm.
a couple of great movies, like the example that I think about, and it's hard to criticize the Marvel universe because they've knocked them out of the park time after time. But Thor, for the longest time, was the weak link in that series. The first Thor movie was good. It was a good origin story, but it kind of needed to step up its game for the second one. Like, okay, I got the Thor origin story, I'm good. Let's see what the second one does to step it up. And then the Dark World was so whatever, like so forgettable that it almost felt like, oh man, like I don't know, like now the Thor franchise seems just like the bad one. It doesn't seem like it's doing any good. They got lucky that Taika Waititi completely restored my faith, like with the last one. But also, he did something. Basically, you're almost watching a completely different character because Thor in Thor Ragnarok is almost unrecognizable from Thor the first one and Thor the Dark World. He's almost not even the same character anymore.
Uh, Wait. 42 says the actor was a good choice, but then Bob. Oh my God, Bob.
Yeah,
I'm missing.
Paul Blackthorne did a great job. I am not. I am a fan of Paul Blackthorne. He also like did some work on Arrow. If you guys have ever seen Arrow on the CW, he played like Detective Lance, Black Canary's dad. But yeah, like Paul Blackthorne was a good choice. I felt like he had the right amount of charisma. He had the right amount of the best way I can describe it. Harry Dresden's smartassery. So yeah, no, solid choice. But oh man, like they it really just like whenever they deviated from like so much of the book.
40. Oh, 42 says have to head off, and I love the new Thor movie. Bye, 42.
Bye 42, happy to have you here. I hope you
32 plus 10.
I hope you enjoyed the Blue Eyes White Dragon with the kitty ears.
Mm.
Okay. So it looks like everyone kind of agrees to the whole TV show is better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
As long as the show is not Netflix adaptation, says Gamma.
yeah, I mean, like Netflix adaptations can be okay, but sometimes Netflix tries to be a little creative, and it can kind of mess things up a little bit. Like the prime example that comes to mind, Death Note, the live action movie.
I'm not even going to like
Oh my
waste my
mercy!
time.
Yeah, do not waste your time. That was just the biggest train wreck that I have ever seen in my life. And I always feel bad saying that because like I try not to be super critical because like a lot of work goes into like making a movie. There's a lot of creative minds trying to like do the best they can. But the thing is, if you have a winning formula, don't mess with the winning formula.
Right? If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, like don't try to like don't try to reinvent the wheel if you got like perfectly working wheels. But oh man, on Death Note the movie, they completely tried to do something 100% different, and I remember like within 15 minutes. I don't even think it was 15 minutes. I think it was like a little like 6 minutes. I
Wait,
wa-
wait, wait. There's t- wait. There's two of them. The first or the second one? Look at Resident
oh,
Evil, the Netflix series. Hell
uh,
no.
I think Gamma was talking about like the Japanese Death Note movies because Death Note did have a couple of
Oh,
Japanese movies, and those were pretty okay. I thought the first one was all right. I didn't care for the way that they concluded it, but I thought the first one was all right. Dark Magician Girl is gonna be a little bit of an issue. I can already see. So let's see. We're basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to move her, and when I do, you guys are gonna get to see one of the tricks of the trade. So I've already resigned myself that this is probably just gonna be a continuous sketch, and I'm gonna go over it one more time to kind of fix the way it looks. So
why do I
here's
feel like the hand, your arm looks weird. Something about it looks weird. It
yeah,
almost looks like bending backwards.
yeah, because I tried to compress it so that she would have room to shine.
Ah,
But it kind of doesn't look right because of how much I had to compress it. So here's what we're gonna do, and
okay. Let me see then.
this is one of the tricks of the trade. A lot of artists don't want you to see this. I'm
Ooh,
I'm kidding. They don't care. As a matter of fact, if you've seen any art stream, you've seen an artist do this. I can almost guarantee it. So here's what we do. Dark Magician Girl is too close to me, which isn't a problem to me because I like her, but in this particular drawing, it makes things a little awkward. So what we do is we grab our lasso tool and then we do the following. We lasso around. Da 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 da. Got Dark Magician Girl. And now we use our move tool. Oh, right. I forgot I reorganized where things were. So now we use our move tool to just kind of move her off to a little bit. And it looks funny right now because there's no way that it wouldn't look funny. But you'll notice that whenever I turn the other layer back on, it's actually a lot easier to deal with. So now I can focus on, inking her in, and she doesn't look as
ooh.
she doesn't look as awkward. But one thing that I should do. Let's see. If I do this one more time, and we're just gonna go ahead and select her again with our lasso tool. There are two anime seasons, two movies, each summing up the events of their respective seasons, and two completely different Death Note movies on Netflix. I didn't know that there was more than one. Are we talking about like the Netflix adaptations, T Stash with Light Turner, or are we talking about like the OG Japanese movies from back when? So
Yeah, that's.
we're gonna rotate her a little bit,
Hmm.
just kind of like pull her down a little bit. There we go. That should be perfect. Gamma says, yeah, the one the one with the white guy, yes. Light Turner, they called him in the movie, and nothing wrong. If you want to set it in like America or England or wherever you want to set your movie, fine. No problem.
Oh, okay. I do know the like. There is the Death Note, like the movie that. I don't think it's the Netflix one though. It's the one that came out a while ago, where
Here.
it's not it's based on. Wait, sorry, like what's the one? Oh crap! Now I gotta think.
Oh,
I
cat.
gotta.
Kat bringing the big philosophical questions. Do you side with Kita or do you side with L?
Ooh.
Oh, really, really solid question there. Because, okay, um, I would have to say I side with L. And the reason why is because I can see where Kita was going with it. I can understand his motives and what he was trying to do. I think it's really hard for a person to hold all that power without letting it go to their head at any one point. So even if he seemed like the most rational guy, like if it was happening in real life and some guy was, you know, cleaning up the world, I would be like, okay, it looks like he's trying to do good. My question is, how many skeletons does he have in his closet? Because there's no way he has all this power that he can dictate when anybody lives and dies, and he hasn't done some shady stuff. So I would be like, I side with L simply because I don't trust anyone with absolute power like that. I do not. And if this guy's going to try to stop him, I'm all for that.
Oh, okay. This isn't the one I thought it was. Yeah, this is new. The one that came out in
Yes, Gamma is 100% right.
2017.
Kita is judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to have like a separation of powers in that particular one. Because I do not think that that's I mean, it's cool for like comics and stuff, but you know, like in like real life, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want the judge, the jury, and executioners to be different people. Okay, trying to fix.
Yeah, so the Netflix Death Note. Yeah, it looks intense, maybe? I don't know. I have an issue with Netflix, so.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Netflix adaptations that much. I don't think they're all bad.
No, I just don't like Netflix.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because, so Netflix has done a few things that I don't like. So they've canceled some really good shows because they were costing them too much money, but they kept making shows that I absolutely could not, like, just felt okay. So I don't know if anyone knows what 13 Reasons Why or whatever is.
Yeah, I know that one. The one
Okay,
that had like all
so
the
absolutely think that that show is absolute horse garbage, just absolute horse shit. Terrible. Because, like, okay, so that show warns, gives you like a viewer discretion on the, you know, possibly triggering like, you know, assault and stuff like that, but doesn't give you a warning on the worst possible scene that it most certainly should have.
I think I know
And
the scene that you're talking about.
yes, I'm so they didn't do that. But they're just absolutely baloney. But they canceled Sense8 because it was costing them a lot of money. Anyway, hello. Zilla. By the
Oh,
way, I have.
Blark Moo says, "Hell yeah, Witchblade is awesome." I agree. Zara
uh,
Pacini is, in my opinion, like one of the best characters in comics. And plus, I feel like you know Witchblade is kind of one of those that's like super easy to adapt because you know if ever you have to like switch main characters, you can, because the eponymous Witchblade chooses its bearer, and you know like you can just kind of have like this legacy thing, and just kind of keep the show going. Heartzilla Aisha is with us. Hey! Welcome to
Mm.
the 300 sub special where I'm doing a drawing as requested by the viewers. And so, yeah, what we got right here is the Midnight Bard riding a blue eyes white dragon with cat ears, wearing a bow tie, being challenged by Guilty the Dark Knight, with Smaug floating in the background. The only thing I gotta add is Scout. She's gotta be somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yet at the end of the. Wait. Oh, he did reduce. Yeah, that's true. He did reduce crime by like 80%.
He did.
Only, but L or Kira. But didn't it like increase again after like I don't know, it's been a while.
Oh, I don't even remember what did happen once he was caught. I think I don't know.
I don't remember either.
Oh man, there's this one story that I remember reading in English class when I was in high school, and I don't remember the name of it to save my life, but the ending of Death Note kind of posed that hard scenario in my mind that was proposed in this story, where basically it's like, hey, imagine a utopia, right? Imagine you're living in a world with no problems. Like there's no diseases, there's no crime, everybody gets along. It's a good time for everybody, right? And you know that everything's good. But then whenever there comes a point for everyone who lives in this town where they kind of have to go and see what it is that makes this world so perfect. And they are taken to a place where they see that by some means torturing one individual, not like a different individual each time, but like it's just this one guy, but they keep him in constant pain. And somehow, through some means, for some reason, that makes the world 100% peaceful. But this guy has to continue suffering, you know? And so it's like, you have that knowledge now, and you're given the option. Do you choose to remember or do you choose to forget? Do you continue living your life, under the assumption that everything's perfect, everything's great, there's no problems, but know that this guy is here? Or do you choose to just forget about it and just continue living your life like there's no problem? And the ending to Death Note kind of put me in that scenario, because I was like, okay, so the good guys have the Death Note now and they know what it is. So, like, what do you do? You see that Kira has reduced crime by 80%, right? So, do you continue and just to kind of scare people to stay in line? Do you like let them believe that Kira is still out there? And even if you're not using the Death Note, just continue feeding false information out there. Be like, hey, yeah, he's still out there. Or do you tell them the truth and just kind of let the world go back to the way it was before? It's kind of like that kind of weird place where I was at the end of Death Note, because I was like, oh man, like, what would you do? Do you tell the world, hey, we caught him, everyone's safe, you can go back to being the way you were? Or, do you just kind of like not say anything and hope that everything kind of stays on its path? Thank you, Aisha says, congrats on your milestone. I appreciate it, and I'm always happy to see you here. And Misa made a cult of Kira. That's true. Misa did make a cult. The ending to Misa was left extremely open-ended. I always kind of wondered. I think that it was concluded in kind of like this book that was published after the fact, like Death Note After or something. It wasn't like it was like the canon ending to the canon continuation to some of the characters that you'd seen throughout the series, like what happened to Nier afterwards and all that. But I don't remember. I think she jumped off the building at the end of that episode.
Why do I remember her like in a subway, like in a
She was.
train or
Yeah,
something?
she
Oh,
was.
okay.
She rode a subway train at the very end, and then like took the train and then like climbed to the top of a building, and that's where they cut away from her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Kat, it was shown that alone both Nier and Mello could never win against Kira. They're both 75% of L, which proves they surpass L. 75% and 75% equals how much? Like, that's a lot of percent. I'm bad at math. Please help me.
Oh, 75, 75?
Yeah.
Well, 1660 are 120, so
It's like 150, isn't it?
50, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I just didn't want to say it out loud in case I was wrong. I was like, crap. Now they
We could be wrong. Am I
n-
supposed to be?
now they know my weakness. My weakness that I'm bad with numbers,
Oh my god.
which is kind of a
These
scary.
Which is terrifying for the fact that that's your job.
I know that's my job. Is like, hey, crunch these numbers, and I'm like, sure. You don't know what you're doing, you fools.
125? What? No, what?
Yeah, because 80 and 80 is 160, right? So subtract 10, it would be 150.
Yeah, 75 and 75 because 16. Oh, okay. 1660 is 120. So I was like, wait.
No, yeah, but I was talking about like 80 and 80 is 160.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, no, Cat said 125.
Oh, Cat said 125.
Silly goose. No, it's okay. I'm terrible at math.
This has become a really weird stream because, you know, we started off like, hey, let's be goofy with this drawing. And then all of a sudden we're like, should people know the truth even though it would make their world turn upside down? we get like so serious out of the blue and it's...
Well, if I... Let's see. I suppose if I couldn't do anything about it, I wouldn't want to know. Which is kind of ironic right now for me. But yeah, if there's nothing I could do to help him specifically, the person being tortured, then I suppose I would rather not know. But I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. It's like, what do you do?
Okay, I have a question that's
Okay.
not quite the same, but okay, for chat.
All right, let's hear it. What's your question for the chat?
If you knew that you were going to... let me think. If you knew you were going to die in, let's say, 10, 15 years, what would you do differently? If anything.
I probably stopped doing a lot of stuff I hate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, yeah, you know, like, I don't know, when everything's put life in perspective like that, it's kind of like, okay, well, what do you do with it now? And it's kind of like, I would just kind of like focus on doing the things that I always wanted to do as opposed to the things that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I never remember.
Emma says nothing? What do you mean nothing? Wait, what? You wouldn't change anything?
Hey, that means you got your life together.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't change anything about the way you live your life, which is one of the primary, and here we go getting serious again, but it's one of the primary questions of existentialism is like, how do you know you're living a good life? And a lot of the times the answer is, well, it's a thought experiment posed by existentialism, is what it is
Mm-hmm.
say that an entity came to you. They call it a demon in the thought experiment, but they're like, say an entity came to you and said, you are going to be reborn after you die, and you're gonna live the same exact life, step by step, choice by choice. There will be no variance. It will be exactly the same. So the question is, does that scare you? And like the point of existentialism at that point becomes, well, if you lived a good life, then it shouldn't scare you. You should be always living the life that you mean to live, the life that you want to live, and the life that fulfills you. So if you should live your life in that case, so that if this thing came and asked you that question, you'd say, hey, heck yeah, bring it on. Same life again, woo boy, let's go.
Okay, that's interesting. No, that so T said I'd be rushing headlong into achieving my goals of a voice actor. I'd quit my job on the spot and focus on my actual happiness.
I think T and I have
Gamma,
similar what's it
yeah.
called?
Gamma says I wouldn't want my family and friends to know since they would be acting different. I'd rather people act like themselves. Sorry, kind of dark answer.
No, no. I think
No,
that there's a lot of
but
like really, yeah.
if you like, I guess I should maybe, okay, if you were ill and like, so if it was something that you couldn't, like, if the sudden realness of your potentially, if you're dying of earlier in your life was something that your family and friends would figure out eventually if you were like sick or something. Something that is external that could be seen. So they'd figure it out eventually. So is it better to tell them, you'd eventually have to tell them, you know? Would that change it then? I'm very curious on this, as you can tell with how adamant I am on getting uh yeah.
Yeah.
And Kat said no, it would not scare me.
There you go. Gotta live with
See,
that confidence.
Kat knows what Kat's damn, Kat's living the life. Kat knows what's up. Woo!
Here we go. Mountains are weird because I always just kind of like want to draw a pyramid, but they're a little more complex than that. They have like textures and stuff. So it ends up being like me just kind of like drawing a set of lines pretending to be a pyramid for the most part. You
Those
know?
are some beautiful mountains.
Thank you.
They're gorgeous.
Then let's see here. So, for the most part, this is what we're looking at thus far.
So Kat said, I would not change anything because despite all of the pain and the very bad things I have been through, and even sometimes continue to experience, I am loved and have those I love. T
That's this.
says, same answer for me. If the illness affected my capability of reaching my goal, I'd fight to not let it consume me and choose another goal. Kat said, that is enough for me, and that
Mm-hmm.
is enough. Gamma said, I would still be the same. I even joke around if I kick the bucket, I'd want it to be once my kid was 18 or is 18.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's noble. Yep. Okay. So, guys,
Mhm.
this is where I'm going to draw the line and I'm going to call the stream. Not because I don't want to continue, but because I do have work early in the morning and I still have to make dinner and all that. Even though I mean, I ate Burger King while I was doing this, but
That
you know, uh, I have to make dinner still because otherwise the stuff in my fridge is gonna go bad. So I'm making it and then I'm saving it for tomorrow is what I'm doing. So thank you all for tuning in today, for checking this out with us, for contributing to this drawing, which I will
was
continue
beautiful.
and I will post on Twitter once it's finished because we are already this far into it. It can only get better from here. So thank you, Kat. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you, T. Idiotic Synergy was here. Creepy Clown Girl was here. PA Nightmares was here. Thank you all for everything, and thank you to Fearsome Hero for being my co-host for this night. Without her, I would have struggled to read some of your comments because the screen is so far away. And I appreciate every single one of you. Honestly, getting to 300 is not something that I expected, and honestly, I'm at a loss for words. I'm ever so grateful, and I appreciate all of your support, and I love hearing from you guys. So please, at me anytime on Twitter. I'm it sometimes is a little difficult for me to get back to you because, like I said earlier in the stream, my phone's always on silent. But
Got it.
as soon as I see it, I will get right back to you. And until next time, take care of yourselves
Bye.
because I hope to see you again by the light of the campfire. We got some stories down the line. New story next week. I know I've been a little light on the stories lately, but it's just because it's been like so busy for me, you know. So yeah, you know, I'll get it all done, and you guys will be hearing again from the Bard this coming Saturday. I'm excited for you guys to hear what I have coming down the pike. I've rambled enough. Do you have anything to say? Fearsome.
Uh, love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Oh,
Talk to
Artzilla,
you later.
Aisha, I did mean to. I didn't forget about you. There you are.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming by. I'm always so happy to hear from you all. And I didn't mean to cut you off. You said,
No. You forgot, but love you all.
love you all.
Bye.
Yes. See you guys next week.